Your tomatoes are rotting from the bottom up, and you are the one causing it. Not insects, not disease, not bad soil. The way you water, the timing, the amount, the pattern is destroying the fruit before it ever ripens. And almost every gardener in North America makes this exact mistake. Welcome back to What Your Garden Knows. Subscribe if you're new, because what you learn here will change the way you see your garden. Every summer, millions of tomato gardeners across America and Canada walk out to their plants and find the same thing. The fruit looks almost ready, another few days, and then they pick it up and the bottom is black, sunken, rotting from the inside. They call it blossom end rot. They treat it like a disease. They buy calcium sprays. They change their fertilizer. They pull the plants and start over. But blossom end rot is not a disease. It is not a pest. It is not even a soil problem in most cases. It is a watering problem. Specifically, it is an inconsistent watering problem. And once you understand what is actually happening inside that tomato, you will never make this mistake again. Here is what is happening inside your tomato plant right now. Calcium is the mineral that builds cell walls in tomato fruit. Without enough calcium reaching the developing fruit, the cells at the blossom end, the bottom of the tomato, collapse. They die. They turn black and rot while the rest of the fruit continues growing. Now here is the part that surprises most gardeners. Your soil almost certainly has enough calcium. The problem is not what is in the soil. The problem is whether the plant can move that calcium up into the fruit. And calcium only moves through a plant in one way, with water. Steady, consistent water moving up through the roots, through the stem, into the fruit. When you water irregularly, heavily on Monday, nothing until Thursday, then heavily again, the plant's water uptake becomes erratic. Calcium transport stalls. The fruit that is developing during that dry window does not get what it needs. By the time you water again, the damage is already done. The bottom of that tomato has already begun to collapse. You just cannot see it yet. The second cause is watering from above. When you water the leaves and fruit of a tomato plant instead of the base, you are doing two things. You are encouraging fungal disease on the foliage, and you are wasting water that never reaches the deep roots that feed the developing fruit. Surface moisture evaporates. Deep moisture stays. Deep roots fed by deep water are the ones that carry calcium all the way up to the fruit. 3 changes, that is all it takes. 1. Water at the base, never from above. Every drop of water should go directly to the soil at the base of the plant. A soaker hose or drip line laid at the base is the single best investment a tomato gardener can make. It delivers water slowly, directly to the root zone, and keeps the foliage completely dry. Dry foliage means less disease. Deep roots mean better calcium transport. 2. Water on a consistent schedule. Tomatoes need 1 to 2 inches of water per week. What matters more than the amount is the consistency. Same days, same depth every week. If it rains, adjust, but never let the soil dry out completely and then drench it. That boom and bust cycle is exactly what kills the calcium transport. Check the soil 6 inches down before watering. If it is still moist at that depth, wait. If it is dry, water deeply and slowly. 3. Mulch the base immediately. A 3-inch layer of mulch around the base of each tomato plant does something nothing else can do. It holds soil moisture steady between watering sessions. It slows evaporation. It buffers the plant against the irregular water availability that causes blossom end rot. If you have tomatoes in the ground right now and no mulch around them, this is the most important thing you can do today. Your grandmother's tomatoes, if she grew them, probably had none of this trouble. Not because she was lucky, because she watered at the base on a schedule without thinking about it. Because she mulched with whatever she had. Because she understood, without ever reading it anywhere, that a tomato plant needs steady water the way a person needs steady meals. Not too much, not too little, just consistent. Now you know why. Tell me in the comments, have you had blossom end rot this season? Did you know what was causing it? I read every single one. And our little friend was hiding somewhere in the garden today. Quiet, patient, watching. Did you find her? I'll see you in the next one.